Strange Block Beats.
Thank God, cause he the greatest. Make a prayer for a hater. Yeah, we break bread, it's in our favor. You get theirs in your nature, you better take care of your neighbor. I'm too black to be loved, I'm too black to have trust. I'm too black to be human, I'm too black to have blood. I'm too black for respect, oh I'm too black to discuss. You know I'm black so I'm strong, so I'm too black to give up. I'm black enough for your laws and black enough for your judge. Black enough for your system, I'm black enough for your grudge. Black enough for your hatred, I'm black enough to corrupt. I'm black enough to be happy, not black enough to have love. Am I too black to be fed? Am I too black to be healthy? Am I too black to be rich? Am I too black to be wealthy? Am I too black to be proud? Or I'm too black to be honest, maybe too black to have dreams. Oh, I'm too black to have promise. I'm black enough for your lie. Oh, I'm too black for your truth. I'm way too black for the president, black enough for the truth. I'm black enough for the book. boots, but I'm too black for a suit. Am I too black? You just saw too. He too black, you just shoot. I'm black enough to know me, you black enough to know you, and we too black to both know that what they say it ain't true. They put the lie in the lights, you find the truth in the dark. Might have a blood of the slave, but got the heart of a God. I'm black enough to know me, you black enough to know you, and we too black to both know that what they say it ain't true. They put the lies in the light, you find the truth in the dark. Might got the blood of the slave, but got the heart of a God. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey, big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah. Giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to my beloved CUC family. Big salute to my brother Short Sham. Big salute to my elders at Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. And big salute to all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. This was a request made by my sister, Bithiah Israel, and she wanted to know about the 2300 days calculation. And that's all I will be doing today. This is not a lesson. This is just me just showing my sister the calculations, and I hope this edify other people who may also be wondering about the 2300 days that's in the book of Daniels. Now, in the book of Daniels, well, first, as you see the title, 2300 days, only the calculations for Miss Bithiah Israel. Now, when you read the book of Daniels, it's a lot of prophecy. It also coincides with the book of Revelations. But the Most High, through his son Yahshua, says something in Daniel's chapter 8. They asked him, how long should this be? And the angel said, 2,300 days. 2,300 days. So how do we break down this 2,300 days? I'm going to show y'all right now. So first, I'm going to open up my window so you can see this chart that I made by the Spirit of the Most High to be able to give you better understanding. So what I'm going to do first is show the chart just so people can be familiar with what I would be touching on. This is going to be very quick. I didn't want to do a whole lesson. I just want to break it down for her so she can see. So this is the chart that the Most High allowed me to create by his spirit and power. Also, our beloved King Yahshua HaMashiach. So this is the chart. So I'm going to go to the book of Daniel, chapter 8, and we're going to read what did Daniel ask. He asked something very important. Let's go see what he asked. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 8. And I'm going to run this down very quickly, do the calculations, and we're going to see if we can come up with 2,300 days. We're going to see. The book of Daniel, chapter 8. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 13. I'm going to get straight to the point. The question was asked. And let's see what Daniel asks. This is Daniel chapter 8 and verse 13. Then I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto that certain saint, which spake, How long should be division concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgression of desolation, to give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden underfoot. Verse 14. And he said unto me, until 2,300 days, then should the sanctuary be cleansed. So after 2,300 days, then should the sanctuary be cleansed. But he said, how long shall it be for these things to take place, where you're going to have the transgression of desolation and also the daily sacrifice? He said 2,300 days. But we got to find out some things before we can do this calculation. We have to find out some things before we can do this calculation. So as you look at this chart, you see that at the top of this chart, I got 1260. That's how long the Great Tribulation gonna last. But then he said the daily sacrifice. So if the Great Tribulation is gonna last for 1260, where did I get the 1290 from? He only said 1260, so where did you get this 1290 from? I got it from the Bible. Let me show y'all right now. Let me get out of here real quick. I'm coming right back. He said that it's going to be 1290, but the Great Tribulation is going to last for only 1260. So where did this 1290 come from? Let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 12. The book of Daniel, chapter 12, and verse 11. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 11. And it reads, and from the time that the daily sacrifice should be taken away, and the abomination that make it desolate set up, there should be 1,290 days. Hold up, I'm confused. Verse 12, blessed is he that waited and cometh to the 2,000. Oh man, hold up. It don't say 2,000 no more. He say, blessed is he that waited and cometh to the 1,305 and 30 days, which is 1335. So out of the 2,300 days, blessed is he that make it to the 1335. Man, we got to do some calculations, man. First, you told me that the Great Tribulation is going to last for a time, and a dividing of time, which is 3.5 years, which is also 1260. But then you told me in verse 11 that it was 1,290 days. Where did we get the 1290 from? I'm confused. This is where we got it from, family. Check this out. Let's do some calculations right now. And it's finna make all the sense in the world to the family. There's only the calculations. I won't be showing all the images. I will be showing certain things, but we're getting straight to the point today. So, where did I get the 1290 from? This is where I got it from. The Great Tribulation is going to last for 1260. Let's put that on the screen. There you go. 1260, right? That's the Great Tribulation. 1260 is also equivalent to 42 months. 42 months is also equivalent to a time, and a dividing of time, right? So when you look at 1260, it's no different than saying a time, and a dividing of time. It's no different than saying 42 months. But in the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 11, he said 1290. Where did I get the 1290 from? This where I got it from. Y'all remember, they are going to do the daily sacrifice. And he's going to put an end, meaning the man of sin, the son of perdition, he's going to put an end to the daily sacrifice. But how long is this going to last before he put an end to it? So we got 1260 plus what? 30. What do it give us? Let's see. 1290, family. There you go. So the daily sacrifice is going to last for about 30 days. That's where we get the 1290 from, because you added 30 to the 1260. How long the Great Tribulation going to last? And you add the 30 days that they're going to do the daily sacrifice, and it gave you 1290. So there you go. 30 plus 1260 is 1290. So now that we got that out the way, let's keep going. Write this down, family. The Great Tribulation is going to last for 1260. The fake Jews in the land is going to do the daily sacrifice, meaning they're going to sacrifice animals because they think they the priests of the Bible. They're going to purify themselves with a heifer. Then they're going to start the daily sacrifice. He's going to allow them to do it for about 30 days before he put an end to it. 1260 plus 30 is 1290. Okay? So we got that out the way. 1290. Let's keep going. Let me get out of here. So now that we got that out the way, let me get out of here. Let me go back to the calculations. Okay. So now y'all got better understanding. At the top of this screen, if you see, it say 1260, right? That's the Great Tribulation. Then I added plus 30, which gave me 1290. That's the daily sacrifice. Okay? 1260 for the Great Tribulation, 30 days for the daily sacrifice, which give us what? 1290. Now remember, the total vision was 2,300 days. Now I want you to do some more calculation for me. And it's going to make all the sense in the world, okay? We're about to do some more calculation. So this is what we're going to do now. We're going to take the 2,300 and we're going to subtract 1335 from the 2,300, because the number that I'm about to calculate now is the most important number in the whole calculation. Because something is going to happen when we get to this number. Out of the 2,300 days, something very important is going to happen when I calculate this number. So let me go back to my calculator. Okay. So let me get this off the screen, because I can get rid of this now, because we know where we got the 1290 from, right? Okay. Watch this. Here we go. I'm going to take the 2,300. I'm going to subtract 1335. Let's see what we get. Write this number down. 965. Write this number down. 965. What do this mean, KJ? When we get to the 965 of the 2,300 days, this is when the seals will be open. When we get to the 965, that first seal revealing the son of perdition, the man riding on the white horse, mimicking Yahshua, will be revealed at the 965 of the 2,300 days. This when the seals will be released. Now, let me say this for the people in the back. We have doctrines floating around that the seals have already been opened. They say we in the fifth seal, but I don't see no destruction. I don't see no man of sin. I don't see no abomination of desolation. I don't see no two witnesses preaching. I don't see none of this, family. I don't see chaos. I don't see the mark of the beast. I don't see none of this. So how are we in the fifth seal? If none of these things have taken place, how are we in the fifth seal? I'm just asking questions. So write this down. When we get to the, out of the 2,300 days, 1335 subtracted from that gave us 965. This is when the seals will be open. Let me go back to the calculations and show you that. If I go down, You see it right there. You see the seals? 965. And within this 965, I want you to pay close attention, family. You have 45 days to flee and get out of wherever you scattered at to get to the wilderness. The Lord is going to give you a 45-day window. When you get to that 965, the seals will be open. The first seal is the revealing of the son of perdition. The man that was riding on a white horse, who had a crown on his head and a bow in his hand, that's the son of perdition, or the man of sin. He will be revealed at the 965 mark of the 2300 days. That's when the first seal will be open. It has not been open yet. None of the seals have been open. Within that 965, you're going to have like 45 days to wherever you at, you got to get up out of there. You got to get up out of there, because it's going to be great tribulation, family. So watch this, family. Watch this. Now, let me go back up. What we did is we took the 1260, which is the great tribulation, but he said it was 1290. So I said, hold up, where I get the 1290 from? I got the 1290 because I added 30 days to 1260, which gave me 1290. That's the daily sacrifice, along with the great tribulation. They are combined together. Why, KJ? Because within the 1260 and the 30-day sacrificing of animals, you combine that together, you get 1290. Okay? Then we took the 2300 days. He say, blessed is he that make it to the 1335. We subtracted that and it gave us 965. Okay? Then I told you we're going to have like 45 days to flee. That's the window. 45 days to flee wherever you at. You have to get to the wilderness. You have to. If you do not get to the wilderness, you're going to get caught up in the great tribulation, and your fate is going to be put to the test as it has never been before. So now, watch what we about to do now. Let me get out of here, and I will be back to the calculations. Now, when you go to the book of Daniel, I have to show you this. I have to show you this when you go to the book of Daniel. Once we do this whole calculation, your mind is going to be blown, family. Your mind is going to be blown. So make sure you're writing all this down. So let's go to Daniel's real quick, and then I'm going back to the calculations, because I'm going to tell you to write down all these numbers. Once I tell you to write down all these numbers, then we're going to calculate them together, and we're going to see if we come up with 2300 days, and we're going to see can we also come up with 1335. So let's see. The book of Daniel, chapter 7, and I have to show you this so it can make sense. Now, what you see on the screen is 4 great beasts, which is also called the 4 winds of heaven. These are 4 great beasts, which are also called the 4 winds of heaven. Watch this. Daniel chapter 7, verse 1. It say, in the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the 4 winds of heaven strove upon the great sea, and 4 great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. The first was like a lion, and it had eagle's wings. I beheld to the wings thereof was plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made to stand up on the feet as a man. And a man's heart was given to it. This Nebuchadnezzar, this is the lion with the eagle wings. Verse 5. And behold, another beast second like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh. This is the Medes and the Persian. This is the bear with the 3 ribs in the mouth of it. Verse 6. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. This is Alexander the Great. He died at a young age. And the 4 wings on his back are the 4 faces, represent his 4 generals. When he died, the kingdom was split between his 4 generals. Verse 7. After this, I saw in the night vision, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devour and break in pieces, and stamp the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. So I want to show my beloved sister, Miss Bethany Israel, this. Remember what it just said, my sister. It had 10 horns. These are those who try to revive the Roman Empire. Here you go. We had the Herlians. We had the Vandals. We had the Archigats. We had Justinian. We had Charlemagne. We had Otto. We had Charles V. We had Napoleon Bonaparte. We had Berto Mussolini. And we looking at the 10th resurrection with Revelation 13, which is called the European Union. But you might be asking, why do you have the first 3 and it say they was plucked? Why do you have the first 3, brother, and it say they was plucked up? Let's keep reading. Verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. Who is the little horn that came up among them? Him right here. The Pope. The Pope. The Pope is the little horn, family, that speak great words against the Most High. The Pope is the little horn, family, that plucked 3 up by the root. Let's find out who they are. Verse 8 again. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. Who was plucked up? Let's see. Oh, there you go. The Archigats, gone. The Herlians, gone. The Vandals, gone. These are the 3 that the little horn plucked up by the roots, which are the Archigats, the Herlians, and the Vandals. So when you look at these names again, the first 3 was plucked up by the roots, which left what? 7. 7 heads and 10 horns, because 3 was plucked up by the roots, which left 7. 7. First he said 10 horns, but 3 was plucked up by the roots, which left what? 7. 7. And we looking at the 10th resurrection now through the European Union. That's why he told you the deadly wound was healed. When was it healed? After Rome took a blow in 476 AD, the deadly wound was healed through the European Union. So I wanted to give you these names to show you this is documented, family. This is not some names I just made up. This is documented. So I showed you the 3 that was plucked up by the roots. I gave you all the names of those who tried to revive the Roman Empire. But hold up, we got to go back to something in the calculations. Now we didn't got this out the way. Let me see. Okay, we didn't showed you this the little horn. And at the top of the little horn, who do you see? The Pope. This the man of sin. This the son of perdition. This is the one that's going to cause the abomination of desolation. This is the one that speak great words against the Most High. This is the one that is going to cause you to receive a mark in your forehead or your right hand. This is the man, family. This is that wicked that shall be revealed. He is the one who get his power from Satan the devil. Satan gave him his power, his seat, and great authority. Who have more power than the Pope? He's the king of the earth. Wake up, family. Receive the words of your father and your king. Playtime is over with. Playtime is over with, family. What else we need to show? Here you go again. Remember when I said where I get the 1290 from? Here you go. Right here before your eyes. This where I got it from. Here you go. The Great Tribulation is for 1260. 30 days of sacrifice equal what? 1290. Daniel chapter 12, verse 11. There you go. That's the calculation for the 1260 and the 30 days. Give us 1290. You can bind those together within the Great Tribulation. They are going to do 30-day sacrifices of animals. And then the son of perdition is going to put it to an end. He's going to stop the daily sacrifice after 30 days. That show 1290. What else, KJ? Let's go back to the calculation. I need y'all to write this down. Because now we about to calculate. I need y'all to write this down. Now we about to calculate. And let's see if we come up with 2,300 days. Okay. First, you need to write down 1260. 1260. Then you need to add the 30 days that we added to the 1260, which gave you 1290. Okay. Then we subtracted 2,300 days from 1335, which gave us 965. Why is this number so important, KJ? Because when we get to the 965, this is when you're going to see the daily sacrifice taken away. This is also when the seal is going to be open, the first seal. At the 965, this is when the son of perdition will be revealed. That's the first seal, the man riding on the horse, the white horse, because he's trying to mimic Yahshua. Yahshua coming on a white horse. He had a crown, many crowns on his head. What did this man have? A crown on his head, and he was riding on a white horse. He's trying to mimic Yahshua. So at the 965 mark of the 2,300 days, you're going to see the seals release. So now we're about to write down the total vision. Listen closely. Listen closely. The vision was 2,300 days. Write that down. 2,300 days. Write that down. Then write down 1260. That's the Great Tribulation. 1260 is the Great Tribulation. Write that down. 1260 is the Great Tribulation. Write that down. Then you got to add the 30 days that they're going to do this, the daily sacrifice. So we're going to put plus 30 days. So put 30. Put 30. Okay? Then I want you to write down 1,335 days. Why, KJ? Because in Daniel chapter 12, he say, blessed is he that make it to the 1,335 days. So out of the 2,300 days, blessed is he that make it to the 1,335 days. So whoever be alive and make it to the 1,335, you going to be delivered out of captivity. You going to see the Messiah. You going to see the King coming. Because it's only going to last for 3.5 years, family. No more, no less. Only time, and the dividing of time. 42 months, 1260. Okay. Then I want you to write down 45 days. Why, KJ? You're going to have at least 45 days to flee and get out of wherever place where you scattered at, family, to get to the wilderness. He only giving you 45 days. You got to flee. You got to get to the same place he took your fathers before, which is Mount Sinai. Well, how we going to get there, KJ? Plane or boat? If you have faith and your hands is clean and your heart clean, meaning your mind, he gonna get you there. Did not the Bible say in Revelation 12, the earth opened her mouth and he helped the woman get to the wilderness? So don't worry about nothing, just have faith. You don't need a passport. I realized something within this awakening. People don't have the faith they say they have. They sit up and tell me they're gonna buy a passport. What your passport gonna do in a time of great tribulation? Who gonna ask you to let me see your passport when great destruction is happening all over the world? Who gonna ask you to see it? That means your passport won't do you good. Faith gonna do you good. Walking in the fruits of the Spirit gonna do you good. Having a relationship with Yah gonna do you good. Having faith in Yahshua gonna do you good. Your passport won't do you good. Faith gonna do you good. He gonna put your faith to the test because a lot of people talking, but they ain't doing no walking, but they talking. Here we go. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Let's get it. Now we about to calculate together. So hold on. Hold up, family. Let me get me a pen. So when I go to my calculator, we're going to see if we come up with 2,300 days. So hold up. So let me just run this down real quick again. What are we looking for in prophecy? We looking for the great tribulation. Well, first we're looking for the man of sin to be revealed. That's going to happen at the 965 of the 2,300 days. Okay? So we're looking for the great tribulation. We're looking for the daily sacrifice. We also looking for Jacob's trouble. We looking to flee when we see that certain sign, which is called the abomination of desolation. He say flee. Flee to the mountains. So those who are in close proximity to the land, you got to flee. And those of us who are scattered far beyond the land, we got to get on an airplane or a boat. And the Lord going to get us there because he already said he going to help the woman get there. Satan went after the... Have y'all ever asked yourself? In Revelation 12 verse 6, the Bible say, and Satan went after the woman. Who did he go after? Those trying to get to the wilderness. But the Bible say God opened up the earth and helped the woman. Then Satan went to make war with the remnant of her seed who got caught up in the great tribulation. Because he couldn't get the woman going to the wilderness, so he went to make war with those who didn't flee. But those who did flee, he helped that woman. But now Satan coming after those who got caught up in the great tribulation, and he gonna wear you out. Because it's a time appointed. Some gonna make it through it. Some gonna get a life. Some gonna be allowed to see it to the end. Some gonna die. They gonna behead our people, family. So how we in the fifth seal? I don't see nobody getting beheaded. Who been beheaded for the truth? Nobody. But it's coming, though. It's coming, family. You best believe it's coming. But don't be afraid, though. Do not be afraid. Okay. Now let's get it. We writing down 1260. Okay, we got that. 1260. Write down 965. Okay. Write down 45. Write down 30. Okay. So let me see something. Hold up. Let's get it. So let me say it one more time. We wrote down 1260. We wrote down 965. We wrote down 45 and we wrote down 30. So I'm going to go up a little bit. Y'all see where I got these seals at? Y'all see these seals? Let me bring them in a little closer. Y'all see where it say 965 and 45 days to flee? That's when the seals are going to be open. Okay? That's why I got the 965 and the 45-day window to flee by the seals. Okay? So here we go. Here we go right here. So here go the seals. Here go everything that I told y'all to write down. 1260, Great Tribulation. 965, daily sacrifice and transgressions of desolation. That's when he going to defile the temple. That's when he going to take away the daily sacrifice. That's going to happen at the 965 of the 2300 days. We got 45 days of fleeing period. He going to 30 days to cleanse the temple when he going to end the daily sacrifice. So let's see what we got. 1260, 965, 45, and 30. Let's add all this up and see what we get. Let's add all this up and see what we get. Let me go to my calculator. Okay, so we got 1260, Great Tribulation. Okay. Plus 965. This is when the seal's going to be open. Hold on. I put 6. My bad, y'all. 1260. My bad. Plus. Oh, my God. Come on. Let's knock that out. Get out of here. We don't need that. Get out of here. There we go. 1260 plus 965 plus. Why is it doing that, bro? Hold up, y'all. I don't know why it's doing that, bro. Y'all hold up, man. Jesus. Let me do this one more time, family. This thing just 1260, bro. Jesus. Plus, I gotta go slow because it's jumping all over the place. 965 equals, okay, plus 45. Look, plus 45 equals plus 30. And look what we got, y'all. Bam. 2300 days. There y'all go. That's the total vision. I'm about to read it again for y'all when he asked them how long should it be. Now, hold on. We not done. Hold up. We ain't done. Now, he said this. I want to read it, and then we're going to calculate it. Let me go back to Daniel chapter 12 and verse 12. Listen one more time, y'all. Listen one more time, family. Daniel chapter 12, verse 12. He say, blessed is he that waited and cometh to the 1305 and 30 days. He say, blessed is he that make it to the 1335 days. He say, you are blessed if you live to make it to the 1335 days. So hold up, KJ. We got to calculate that, right? So y'all go back. Now I want you to write down 1290, because remember where I get the 90 from. I added 30 days to 1260, which gave me 1290. 1260 for the Great Tribulation, 30 days for them sacrificing animals. That give you 1290. Now we going to add the days I told you that we have to flee. We have to flee and get up out of here, family. Let me say it one more time. We have to flee and get up out of here, family. That's going to be around 45 days. So we're going to take the 1290 plus 45. Let's see what we get. Let me go to my calculator. Let's see what we get. So we're going to do 1290 plus, hold on, I put equal. My bad, y'all. Let me get out of here. Okay, there we go. 1290 plus 45. Give us what? 1335, family. Bless are all of y'all who make it to the 1335. Let me say it one more time. Blessed are every last one of you Israelites who make it to the 1335 out of these 2300 days. So within this 2300 days, you got the great tribulation going to happen. You got the abomination of desolation going to happen. You have Jacob's trouble going to happen. You have the people that's going to build the temple, and this man of sin going to cause the abomination of desolation. He going to put an end to the daily sacrifice. Remember, all this has to happen, family. None of this stuff has happened yet. We have not made it to the 1335 because we still waiting on the son of perdition to be revealed. We still waiting on them to reveal the temple for him to cause the abomination of desolation. We still waiting on him to wear out the saints. We still waiting to try to get to the wilderness where the woman is going to be protected for how long, KJ? Let me show you this. Here you go, family. I made this chart for y'all. I like creating images, family. It speaks 1,000 words. I don't like to just read scripture. I want to show images. I want you to see it with your eyes. The Most High and Yahshua want you to see it with your eyes. So what is this I have on the screen? What is this on the screen? How long did he tell you this is going to last for? Did he say 7 years? Or did he say a time, and a dividing of time? So we got to deal with what I'm looking at on the screen. The abomination of desolation is only going to last for 1260, which is 42 months. The little horn man of sin is only going to rule for 1260, which is 42 months. Jacob's trouble is going to last for 1260, which is 42 months. The two witnesses preaching the Bible is going to only do it for how long? 1260, which is 42 months. The woman fled into the wilderness where God has prepared a place for her to feed her for 1,260 days. How long is that? 42 months. And after all this didn't take place, after everything that you see on this screen has taken place within 3.5 years, here come your Messiah after the great tribulation. Here come Christ after 3.5 years of whatever this man gonna do, which is cause the abomination of desolation, wear out Jacob, destroy the earth, meaning he's gonna kill a lot of people, make you accept a mark of the beast where you can't buy, sell, eat, do none of that. All you gotta do is last for 3.5 years. And I pray y'all be with us all. But this time is appointed and it's gonna happen, family. It's nothing we can do about it. So I hear a lot of my brothers telling our people, we already been through this. Stop it. No, you haven't. Your faith haven't been tested. My faith haven't been tested. I have not been put under any chopping block questioning me about my faith. Do I believe in Hamashiach? Okay, if this already happened, the Bible said that he's going to make a statue. And whoever don't bow down to the statue is going to be killed. Like Nebuchadnezzar did in Daniel's chapter 3. Where's this statue? Where's this man of sin? Like, y'all got to think about the things that we are telling our people, man. By you telling our people we've been through this already, when this time come upon them, they're going to be heartbroken listening to some of y'all. Because they're going to be like, I thought we've been through this already. No, you ain't been through this. Your ancestors went through their tribulation because each generation go through tribulation. But boy, you ain't never been through great tribulation. I ain't never been through great tribulation. He say, pray that your flight be not in the winter. How does already happen yet? He say, woe unto them that are with child. People still can go by infamil. Women still can, get on Medicaid and WIC. In this time, he say, woe unto them that are with child, because it ain't going to be no food for you if you don't accept that mark. You won't be able to feed your baby. So how does already happen? How does already happen? So I'm going to run this down one more time. One more time. The abomination of desolation is going to last for 1260. The little horn is going to only rule for 1260. Jacob's trouble is going to last for 1260. The two witnesses in Revelations chapter 11, verse 1 through 3, he saying, my two witnesses shall prophesy for 1,260 days, which is 1260. The woman fled into the wilderness, according to Revelation chapter 12, verse 6, 13 to 17, 1260. And Revelation 24, verse 29, here come your king, the Messiah. It's just that simple, family. That's the 2,300 days. I pray somebody got some understanding. Make it to the 1335. You see how I calculated the numbers. Let me go back one more time for my beloved family. And I want to read one more thing to y'all so you can see that this Bible is a true book. I want to show you what I did one more time. So this whole vision, we took 1260. The total vision was 1260. That's the Great Tribulation. And then we added 30 days to 1260, which gave us 1290. 1335, he say, blessed are those that come to the 1335. And then we had a 45-day window to where we got to flee. Okay? So we took all of that, which was the 1260, 965, 45 days, and 30 days, and we added all that up, which gave us what? 2,300 days. Then we went down to the bottom because he say, blessed are those who make it to the 1335. So we took the 1290 and added 45 days that I know we have to flee, because he going to give you at least about 45 days to get where you need to go, which is the Mount Sinai, which is the mountain where he took your fathers. That's the desert that he's going to protect you at. That's the place where he's going to cause grass to grow. He's going to cause vegetation. He's going to cause trees. He's going to do all these things for you, family, in the wilderness. And the rest of our brothers and sisters who do not flee to the wilderness during the Great Tribulation, this is when Ezekiel chapter 20 going to take place, verse 32 to 38, when he said, and I will gather you out from the countries, and I will bring you into the wilderness, and I will plead with you face to face. Some of us going to already be in the wilderness, and the rest of y'all are going to be gathered after the Great Tribulation. How do we know that? Revelation chapter 7. And I got one more scripture after this, and then I'm done. Revelation 7. And I want to prove that the rest of the people came after the Great Tribulation. One thing I refuse to do to my people is lie and make up stuff. I'm going to read what your father say. I'm going to read what your king say. And that's how we're going to deal with that. It's not about me trying to be right. It's about me being effective. And only the scriptures can do that, which is be effective. This is Revelation chapter 7 and verse 13. And one of the elders answered and said unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes? And whence came they? Where they come from? He say, what are these which are arrayed in white robes? And whence came they? Where they come from? And I said unto him, sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, these are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. They gave their life for the Messiah. So if we already been through the Great Tribulation, why right here in Revelation 7 verse 14, he say these are those that was gathered out of Great Tribulation and washed their blood, meaning they gave their life for the Messiah. Which one of us have given our life for him? Nobody yet. Nobody is hurting your footsteps. Your family not turning you in for teaching the Bible. Your family not causing you to get put to death yet. Your own people are not giving you up. They're not telling on you. Come on now. You got to make things make sense when you read the scripture. You can't just assume that something already taking place based on your own private interpretation. It doesn't work like that. We got to go by what he say, not by what we want to interpret. Okay? One more scripture. So now y'all see that these came out of great tribulation, family. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's it, man. I think we calculated everything. We got it to the 2,300 days. Everything came out like it was supposed to. We got to the 1,335. We added that up. So that's it, family. I mean, do anybody have any questions or, anything y'all want to ask? Let me see. It was something I was about to read. I'm trying to think, like it slipped my mind. Let me see. I was about to read something. Hold up. I'm trying to remember what I was about to read. It was one more scripture that I was about to read and it slipped my mind. Dang. All right, family, it'll come back to me, but let me get out of here. I just wanted to show you. Oh, that's what it was. Thank you. It came back to me. Let me show you that when you join the European Union, let me show you what you got to do. I told y'all this Bible a true book. Watch this. Let's go to Revelation 17. And this is documented history that I'm about to read. Revelation 17 and verse 13. Did y'all know when you join the European Union, they got to give up some of their power? Did y'all know that? You got to give up some of your sovereign to the EU. What did Revelation 17 verse 13 say? Let me say that one more time. When you join the European Union, did y'all know you have to give up some of your power to the EU? What did the Bible say? Let's go get it. And this will be last. Revelation 17 and verse 13. Revelation 17 and verse 13. And it reads, these have one mind, and they should give their power and strength unto the beast. Let me read this for y'all. Sovereignty. The EU is made up of 27 independent countries. Each country has the power to run their own affairs and make their own laws. This is known as sovereignty. However, when countries join the EU, they give up a little of their sovereignty to the EU, the beast system, so that it can make laws which will improve people's lives in Europe. It is fair to say that UK governments have always been concerned about giving up more sovereignty to the EU. What did the Bible just say? They gave their power to the beast. What did just say? That they gave up some sovereignty to the EU, which is the beast system in Revelation 13. The deadly wound was healed through the EU, family. And you got to give up your power, some of it, to the beast system. Documented. Bible bags it up. I just read it to you. But you got people talking about the Bible is not a true book. You are the type of people I do not want around me. I have a short fuse for stupidity. It is very short. I despise ignorance. I despise stupidity, man. Like it really gets on my nerve. It make my skin crawl to see people just in a group just being stupid. We are really living in a short space, a short window where we should be getting our minds right, getting understanding of prophecy, feeding our people. But you still have people just ignorant, foolish. Don't y'all know that most teachers in Israel, if y'all just go watch, they don't teach nobody. They just fight and argue with each other all day. That's all they do is just argue with each other all day. Who right and who wrong. Ain't edifying nobody on nothing. Don't even know none of the half of the stuff that we bringing out in the scriptures. They couldn't break it down to you because they too busy fighting and arguing on panels. Go ask one of them to break down this and watch what they tell you. That's not important. We ain't worrying about that. Yeah, they ain't worried about it because they don't understand it. Too busy cursing each other out and fighting on panels. We don't got time to fight. We teaching. We edifying. We being effective. For all my brothers and sisters that are teaching truth, big salute to you. Big salute to you. All y'all who just fighting on the internet and cursing each other out, boy, when Yahshua come, he going upside y'all head. Because all y'all doing is wasting time and y'all just in the way, bro. Y'all are in the way. Israel just want to be entertained, man. They love entertainment. Even within the awakening, they love entertainment. Now, talking about they love the Lord. And as soon as they hear a lesson, they run out the chat. Now, oh, man, there's too many scriptures. But they love the Lord, though, y'all. But you're reading too many scriptures, but they love the Lord. The man say, seek me and you shall find me. But we read too many scriptures, y'all. But they love the Lord, though. Make it make sense, man. All right, family, that's it. Do anybody got any questions before I get up out of here? I just wanted to do that for my beloved sister, Miss Bithiah Israel. I pray this help her. Pray this help my sister. So y'all saw for y'allself, we got the 2,300 days. So we calculated everything. Yep. Bithiah Israel, yes, ma'am. It's 10. Matter of fact, here you go. I want to show you the original 10. I want to show you the original 10. Let me show it to you right now. These are the original 10 right here, my sister. Let me see. Let me see. No, that's not it. Let me find it real quick. Got everything by name. Okay, here we go. Here you go, Miss Bithiah Israel. Let me show you this, my sister. These are the original 10 of the European Union. I keep telling my brothers and sisters, if you want to know about the European Union and how Europe became one European common market, all you got to do is go read the treaties of Rome. Rome had their hand in the whole thing, family. It's not by accident. I keep telling y'all, Vatican City, the Pope, he's the king of the earth. It's not the United States president. He's a puppet. He don't change laws. They don't do nothing, man. They take orders from those that are behind the scene. They're elite. You know, you build the Bilderbergs, the DuPonts, you know, all your rich elite families. You know, just a few families run the whole world. Y'all really think Donald Trump in control? That man ain't in no control, man. Donald Trump is not in control, man. Nobody tell the Pope what to do. They tell Donald Trump what to do. They tell him what bills he can pass, what bills he can't pass. You can't go tell the Pope that. They do what they want to do. They can change the Sabbath. They can change the time to 12:01. Nobody do nothing about it. All that stuff that's going on in Vatican City with these little boys, ain't nobody did that because they can't do nothing. What they gonna do? Huh? They gonna go arrest the Pope? They gonna put him in handcuffs? Come on, man. Make it make sense. Here you go, Miss Bithiah Israel. These are the original 10. Let me bring it in a little closer. It's a Western European Union, former association from 1955 to 2011 of 10 countries, like you just said, of 10 countries: Belgium, France, Germany, Greece, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Portugal, Spain, and the United Kingdom. So these are the original 10. Now remember, it said they had like 27 countries, right? But we know today they got like 100 and something countries. But how many did God say it's going to be? He said 10. So only 10 would be able to make decisions and run things. He said 10 is going to be 10. It don't matter if they got 100 and some countries that then added themselves to the European Union. He said 10, it's going to be 10. These are the original 10. Let me get up out of here. There you go. Just wanted to show that to my sister. Okay. Ivan, your brother Ivan, it's the same time. Because remember, when he caused the abomination of desolation, that first seal is already open. See, the abomination of desolation is going to kick off the great tribulation. That's why I say 45 days to flee. When you see Papa go to that temple, he's going to defile that temple and say he's God. It is called the abomination of desolation. That's when the great tribulation going to kick off. Because after the first seal is open, which is revealing of him, the son of perdition, that's where you get the black horse, the red horse. That these horses are destruction that he bringing upon the earth. That's why the Bible says he should kill by food, by sword. He gonna kill a lot of people, man. The Bible says he gonna have dominion over this whole earth, man. Let me read that real quick. Just so we can know the fourth beast. He said he should have power over all the earth. He didn't say some of the earth. He said over all the earth. So the 45 days, when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, Matthew chapter 24, verse 15, stand in the holy place, whoso read it, let him understand. Then the next verse say, flee. You got to flee. You got to flee, man. I'm going to my nearest location, which is the airport, because that's the nearest to me. I'm not by no water. We don't got water till you get all the way to Galveston. So I'm by the airport, Intercontinental Bush Airport. And I'm going to pray, and I'm going to say, Father, if it's your will, let me and my family get there. But if it ain't your will, I'm still going to stand bold and strong. I'm still going to stand bold and strong. Because we ain't come this far to turn back now. Oh, no, we did not. We did not come this far to turn back now. No, we did not. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place, whoso read it, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee to the mountains. There you go. You got to flee, man. But he ain't just talking to them. We got to flee wherever we scattered at, especially if you have understanding to get to the wilderness. If you have understanding and you know what signs to look for and what time to look for these signs, you already know what's going on when it happened. So let me say it again. When the son of perdition or the man of sin sit in the temple, which is called the abomination of desolation, it is going to kick off great tribulation for 3.5 years. You got to flee. Because after he's sitting there and defile it, great destruction coming, man. Because if you don't accept that mark of the beast that he going to institute, you ain't going to be able to eat. You ain't going to be able to drink. You ain't going to be able to do nothing. You ain't going to be able to do nothing. So I advise y'all to get to the wilderness, man. Straight up. So I just wanted to do the calculations for my beloved sister, Miss Bithiah Israel. We did that. We showed her. And I pray somebody got some understanding. Do anybody else have any questions before I go? If y'all have any questions, just, let me know before I go. The person that's holding back the man of sin is just the seals got to be open. That's what's holding them back. Revelation 6. He ain't gonna be revealed until they show that temple. That temple have to be shown, man. Until that temple is shown, which I think they already got a bill, they just gonna bring it from under the floor or something. That temple already built, man. They just ain't showed it yet. All them people over there talking about they the priests and they teaching them how to do sacrifice and teaching them how to slaughter animals. Man, they got that temple hid, man. And they gonna do this for 30 days. And then the man of sin gonna put an end to the daily sacrifice. That's when these people gonna realize, oh man, this man ain't our Messiah. See, y'all gotta understand this. Why do you think it's called the mystery of iniquity? Because everybody think the Vatican City is a holy church. But you're gonna be in for a rude awakening when you realize this man got his power from Satan the devil, man. This man got his power from Satan the devil. He didn't get it from Yah. He worshiped Hashatan, family. Hold up, man. Let me show y'all something. And then I'm getting up out of here, man. Let me see something. Watch this. Let me show you how real your Elohim is. Let me show you how real your Elohim is. What do this look like to y'all, man? What do this look like to y'all? Y'all think this by accident right here? You think this by accident? Come on, family. Make this make sense to me. You think this by accident? This ain't about no accident. Hold on. Let me bring this closer. Hold up. Let me make my screen closer. Hold up. Here we go right here. Y'all made it bigger. Let me make the screen bigger. Here we go. Y'all think that's by accident right there? That this man is standing inside of a serpent's mouth? This the building which he teach from. That is a serpent's face. That is a serpent's mouth. Revelation 13 told you that Satan gave him his power, his seat, and great authority. He letting you know who he worshiped. This man worshiped the devil. He's standing inside of the serpent's mouth. But you got people talking about Donald Trump is the Antichrist and Elon Musk is a false prophet. Boy, I swear to God, some of y'all need to put this Bible down. I'm serious, man. Please go sit down. Elon Musk is a false prophet. And he don't read no Bible, but he the false prophet is going to see. Go sit down, please, man. Woo! So y'all see it for yourself, man. These are not images. This is not no AI. Go type in the building where the Vatican City, the Pope teach from. It's going to show you the outside and the inside. This is a real image. He's standing inside of the serpent's mouth. This is not fake. Let me show y'all another one. Hold up. Let me see. Here go another one. Look at this. There you go. I ain't making this up. That's a serpent's mouth, man. This man has to be revealed. Whatever son of perdition is going to be, I can't tell you that it's the Pope they just elected. I don't know. But I'm telling you that that son of perdition, whoever it's going to be, he will be revealed one day. Because the Bible say a great falling away going to happen. Then should that wicked be revealed. What we seeing right now? A great falling away. Man, people turning from the Most High Yah left and right. We are in the beginning of sorrows and rumors of wars, man. We ain't in no seals yet. These are stages of sorrow. We in rumors of wars and the love of many waxing cold, man. But we got to endure unto the end, family. The same should be saved. We're in a time of false prophets and everybody claiming to be this and claiming to be that. That's where we at. We're in that time, family. We ain't in no time of no seals. I don't see no mark of no beast. If we was in the time of the seals, at least 2 billion people would have been slaughtered by now. At least 2 billion. Oh, that's what I was going to read. Here it go. It came back to me. Daniel chapter 7. Listen to this, man. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 23. Yeah, here you go. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast should. What was the fourth beast? Rome. The fourth beast, which is Rome, shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which should be diverse from all kingdoms, and should devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. The Bible say the fourth beast is going to destroy the whole earth. He's going to have supreme power over everything. And if you do not worship the image of the beast, he going to kill you. Or he going to kill me. Because I ain't going to worship no image of no beast. My heart is knitted with Yah's heart and Yahshua's heart. I'm in this for the long haul. Ain't no turning back. Ain't no turning back, family. You either rocking with Yah or you're not. I'm rocking with Yah and Yahshua. Ain't no turning back. Ain't no turning back. Yeah, absolutely. No. You right. You right, PA. That's the whole point. That's why it's called abomination of desolation. It is not the temple of the Most High. I'm glad you asked that question. Thank you for. No, it is not the temple of the Most High. The temple that Yahshua going to sit in is in the book of Ezekiel chapter 41, Ezekiel 42, Ezekiel 43, Ezekiel 44. This temple that they building don't got nothing to do with the Most High. That's why it's called the abomination of desolation. Because the Most High is going to allow him to defile that temple. He's going to allow Satan to rule for 3.5 years. But he's going to rule through the man of sin. He's going to manifest himself through the man of sin. But this temple don't have nothing to do with Yah. That's why it's called the abomination of desolation. It's an abomination. So these Jewish people think they building the temple for the Messiah, but they really building the temple for their demise. Because when he stopped that daily sacrifice after them 30 days, they going to realize, oh, man, this man ain't our Messiah. So, yeah, PA, you're absolutely right. It is not the temple that Yahshua is going to sit in according to Ezekiel chapter 41, 42, 43, and verse 44. Chapter 44. It's the whole separate different temple. That's why he said this, my sister. Listen to this. Revelation chapter 11. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 1. And it reads, and there was given me a reed like unto a rod. And the angel stood, saying, rise and measure the temple of God, and the altar, and them that worship therein. But the court, which is without the temple, leave out, and measure it not. For it is given unto the Gentiles. And the holy city should they tread underfoot 42 months. I want y'all to notice something, how cold the Most High is. And Yahshua HaMashiach. Now remember, he prophesied this long time ago. Did y'all know that the fake people that's in the land, the place where they are calling Jerusalem, that's not the real Jerusalem. The real Jerusalem sit in the south, where David fought the Jebusites, okay? What these people are calling Israel and Jerusalem, That is where they're going to put their abomination of desolation. But the temple that Yahshua is going to sit in is going to be on Mount Zion. So the real Mount Zion lay desolate today. They not dwelling in the real Zion, family. Zion is desolate without inhabitant. The holy hill was leveled as a plain. It is desolate, no grass. It looked like a desert, a wilderness for the foxes of the field. That is not the real Jerusalem where they dwell. But they're going to build a temple in the place where they dwell in at. It's still a part of our land. Yes, it is. It's still a part of our land. They dwelling in the land that don't belong to them, which is a part of our inheritance. The Palestinians dwelling in Gaza, that was given to Judah. Gaza was given to parts of Judah inheritance. But people got to read the scriptures to know that. So you got the Palestinians, you got the Jewish people dwelling and fighting over land that don't belong to them. But the real Zion sits on a holy hill, which is in Tel Arad, or you can just say Harad. That's the real Zion that sits on that hill over there in Harad. Where they dwelling at, that is not the real Zion or Jerusalem. But they call it Jerusalem, though. They call it Israel, though. But do that make up all of Israel? Absolutely not. Israel is way bigger than that, family. In the time of the judges, we was dwelling from east to west. Our land is the size of California. But nobody won't tell you that, though, because they want you to believe that if you believe the Middle East is your land, that little piece of dirt, some people just don't have no understanding, family. I'm serious. I'm sorry. They just don't. Some people really need to be quiet in this awakening, causing too much confusion, man. Why would you be fighting over a land of no significance? Why do everybody want to go to so-called Israel? Why have they made our land a national park? Why are these people all in our land that made it a national park, standing on our land, taking pictures? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they have done, y'all. Our land has become a national park, man. The Gentiles have trampled it underfoot. Like he said, and they should be trodden down of the Gentile. It's been trodden down of the Gentile. They have made it a national park. That's right, Ivan. Yes, sir. Let me read it to you. Galatians chapter 4. Mount Sinai is in Arabia. The real Mount Sinai is in Arabia. That's why they have a fence around Sinai. I'm fired up about this, boy. I'm fired up about this truth. And I'm going to defend it with my life. So I don't care if you're an Israelite, a Christian preacher. If you out here lying to my people, I'm coming for your doctrine. Okay, here we go. Let me see. I'm about to show y'all something real quick. Watch this. Hold on. Let me find it real quick. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Hold on, family. Let me see, man. The mountain of God. Hold on, family. Let me see. I'm looking for my mountain right quick. The real Mount Sinai. The real Mount Sinai. If you look at the real mountain, at the top of the mountain is burnt, which is in Saudi Arabia. Let me read it real quick. Let me read this real quick. This is Galatians, but if you go, I'm finna find that picture now. I know I got that picture, man. I got all them pictures, man. Hold on, y'all. I gotta find this, man. Cause my spirit's saying, do not leave that undone. So let me find this real quick. Okay, hold on, fam. Let me see if I got it now. Hold up. Yes, I do. I got you. Here you go. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hold on. I'm getting it right now. Y'all hold on. Rock with me. Rock with me. Come on, man. Where is it? Let me see. I got it. Here you go, y'all. Okay, I found it. I found it. Thank you, Father. Here you go. Now, I want to say this to all the Israelites. You get on your panel, you try to diminish the mountain of the Most High, telling people that the mountain in Arabia is a fake mountain. Father, I love my brothers. I really do. But man, please close their mouth. Please, Father. How you gonna say something fake? And I'm sitting up here asking you, how did this mountain get burnt at the top? And you gonna tell me you don't know? That mean be quiet then, bro. You can't explain this right here, boy. You can't explain to me why this mountain only burned at the top. Why the whole mountain not black? This the real Mount Sinai in Arabia. You see the only part at the top burnt black? Because in Exodus chapter 19, when he came on the top of Mount Sinai, it was on a smoke. It was on fire. He burnt the mountain at the top. Why the whole mountain not black? You gonna talk about this ain't the real Mount Sinai? Please be quiet, man. Galatians chapter 4. Boy, I'm telling you, man. Woo! You Negroes don't got no understanding. Please be quiet. This is the real Mount Sinai in Arabia. And guess what's else in Arabia? Midian. When Moses was dwelling with his father-in-law, is in Midian. That's why he went to the backside of the mountain, dog. Common sense, man. This the real Mount Sinai, family. That's in Arabia. That's why they put a fence around this mountain. And it's heavy guarded by Arabs. Wasn't Ishmael an Arab? Guess where Ishmael was living at, y'all? Mount Paran. Guess where Mount Paran at? By Mount Sinai. Y'all remember he blessed Ishmael with a lot of oil. Did you know that there's a lot of oil around this mountain? That's why they got a fence around it. There's a lot of fresh water. That's why they got a fence around it. They don't want nobody digging in this territory. The Most High put that into their mind. This the real Mount Sinai, family. That's why that mountain burnt at the top. Let's go to Galatians chapter 4, man. Jesus. Whew. Well, I get fired up, boy, because, man, these Negroes just be lying to Israel, thinking they's just some magnificent teachers. Galatians chapter 4 and verse 25. For this Hagar is Mount Sinai in Arabia. For this Hagar is Mount Sinai in Arabia. For this Hagar is Mount Sinai in Arabia. All right, then. There you go. I closed the book. Gotta argue with you, Negro. I know what the book say. Talking about that ain't the real mountain of God, but the mountain burnt at the top. And you look at the rest of the mountain, it didn't even touch the rest of the mountain, but it touched the top. And it's black. Charred. You know what charred mean, right? Let me get out of here, man. Jesus. There y'all go, man. Okay, hold on. Somebody asked something else. My sister PA said the Most High will not allow all that wickedness on his land in Jerusalem. That's right. There you go. And PA, you remember what he said? As long as the land lay desolate, she get to enjoy her Sabbaths. She get to enjoy the new moons. She get to enjoy the weekly Sabbath. She get to enjoy the feast days. Because the Bible says she did not get to enjoy it when you was in the land. But her being desolate, she get to enjoy all her Sabbaths. So how somebody living in the land if he just told us that the land is enjoying Sabbaths? That's why we be telling people, don't let these people fool you caught in that land, the Middle East. Ain't no such thing as the Middle West or the Middle South. You had the children of Ham, they was dwelling to the west. You had the children of Japhet, they was dwelling in the north. And you had the children of Shem, they was dwelling in the east, which is the middle of the earth. He gave us the Garden of Eden. He gave us Mount Zion, and he gave us Mount Sinai. All three of these was created for holy places, and they all face each other. He gave the Garden of Eden in Shem's inheritance. He gave Mount Zion in Shem's inheritance. He gave Mount Sinai in Shem's inheritance. And guess where your brother Edom was dwelling? By Mount Sinai, by the Gulf of Aqaba. This is all book, family. Go do your own research. Fact check your brother. The real Mount Sinai is in Arabia. That's where we got to get to when we fleeing from Hashatan, family. We got to get to Mount Sinai. We got to get to the wilderness, that desert that he protected our ancestors at. Let me read one more thing to you to prove to you we got to get to the wilderness. And watch what he's going to do in this wilderness. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. This is Isaiah chapter 35. Watch this. Let me show you. Dog, you even got Negroes teaching that the Most High ain't gonna take us to no wilderness because it's too many of us. You got Negroes saying, well, ain't no food in the desert. Ain't no water in no desert. But this man sitting up here saying this. People don't believe, y'all. I'm serious. These people don't believe. I don't question my father on his motives. Whatever prophecy say, I read and I believe. I'm not questioning, oh man, this too little. This can't happen. He ain't gonna take us to no desert. Watch what he about to say in Isaiah 35. Y'all think the Pharisees have what? Disappeared? You think the Pharisees and Sadducees doctrine has disappeared? No, family. It's alive and well today. It's so much false doctrine running through Israel. Man, I mean, my head is spinning. My head is spinning. Isaiah 35, listen to this. Isaiah 35, verse 1. The wilderness and a solitary place should be glad for why he called it the solitary place? The wilderness and a solitary place should be glad for them. And the desert, he ain't taking us to no desert. And the desert, man, desert don't grow water. And the desert shall rejoice and blossom as a rose. See, if you would keep your mouth closed and stop trying to question Yah, you would have read where he say it's going to blossom as a rose. So yes, it's a desert right now, but when we get ready to go back home, the trees going to clap their hands. The trees going to sing. The grass going to rejoice. You don't got no faith, man. If this man said a desert, he talking desert, but he said it's going to blossom as a rose. So how you going to say he ain't going to take us to no desert? Whew. Verse 2. It shall blossom abundantly and rejoice even with joy and singing. The glory of Lebanon should be given unto it. The excellency of Carmel and Sharon. They shall see the glory of our Elohim and the excellency of our God. Strengthen ye the weak hands and confirm the feeble knees. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your God will come with vengeance, even God with a recompense. He will come and save you. Then the eyes of the blind should be opened. The ears of the deaf should be unstopped. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for verse 6? Here you go. Listen. Then should the lame man leap as an harp, and the tongue of the dumb sing. Where you taking us at, Lord? For in the wilderness shall waters break forth. Hallelujah. And streams in the desert. Hallelujah. And the parched ground shall become a pool, meaning water, Negro. And the thirsty land springs of water. And the habitation of dragons, where each lay, shall be grass clapping their hands and reeds clapping their hands. What you talking about? What you talking about? When this man just say the desert gonna blossom as a rose. In the wilderness, I'm gonna make water spring forth, pools of water, springs of water for my people, vegetation for my people, grass and reeds and rushes for my people. You gonna talk about he lying. He say desert is desert. Why he gotta bring us to a desert, KJ? Because he got to show you his power before your face. When you see them streams of water, them pools of water, when you see that grass growing and them trees growing, when you see that vegetation, you gonna know your God is doing this. That's why he bringing you to the desert. So you can witness his miraculous miracles before your eyes. That's why they got a fence around Mount Sinai. Because the Jewish people want to dig. What you think they want to dig for? What they searching for? But it's heavenly guarded by the Arabs. You can't just go to that mountain. You can't just walk to that mountain. They're going to stop your behind. I wonder why. Because the Most High didn't put into their mind to guard that mountain, protect that mountain, because it's for a time appointed my people. I'm saving this mountain. So when my people begin to come, they're going to know that I'm doing this for them. So do y'all see? He ain't talking about no Egypt, brother. He ain't talking about no Assyria. He talking about Mount Sinai. He talking about Mount Sinai, brother. He's not talking about Egypt. He talking about Mount Sinai. He called Mount Sinai a wilderness, and he also called it a desert. I can read that in Exodus chapter 18 right now. Before he came down on Mount Sinai, in Exodus 18, Moses called Mount Sinai a wilderness. Because his father-in-law brought his wife and his children, and he said he brought them to the wilderness. And I want to say this for people who ask, well, what are animals in the Middle East? If the land is desolate, why would animals be there? The animals are not going to be in a land where they cannot eat because the land is desolate. But the Lord say when he bring us back home, we're going to have cattle. The lions, a little child going to be able to play with a lion, stick their hand in the cockatrice den. So he's going to bring the animals back. That's why I don't be tripping off all this. What happened to the animals? Brother, the land is desolate, so why would it have animals? You ask me, am I sure, brother? You ask me, are you sure? Let me go read it. Yes, I'm sure, brother. I read the book. That's why I'm sure. I'm about to read it right now. Let me show you, brother, that he's about to call Mount Sinai wilderness, brother. That's why I be telling y'all got to slow down when y'all be saying stuff, but you ain't giving no scripture. Well, your scriptures that says not a wilderness? Because I'm about to read it is a wilderness. This is Exodus chapter 18, verse 1, man. When Jephthah the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard of all that Elohim have done for Moses and for Israel his people, and that the Lord have brought Israel out of Egypt, then Jephthah, Moses' father-in-law, took Zipporah, Moses' wife, after he had sent her back, and her 2 sons, of which the name of the one was Gershom, for he said, I have been an alien in a strange land. And the name of the other was Eleazar, for the God of my father said he was my help, and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, came with his sons and his wife unto Moses in the wilderness, brother. Wilderness, brother. But you saying Egypt is the wilderness and Assyria is a desert, brother. We talking about Mount Sinai, brother. We not worrying about Egypt. Because when we get ready to go to the wilderness, we not going to Egypt. And we most certainly ain't going to Assyria. We stuck on Mount Sinai, brother. That's the wilderness. That's where he going to protect his people for 3.5 years. That's where he going to cause the waters to spring forth, pools of water to spring forth, streams in the desert, vegetation going to grow, grass going to grow, trees going to grow, brother. We ain't worrying about no Egypt. We talking Mount Sinai, which is the wilderness, brother. He just said it just now. Moses' father-in-law came to Moses in the wilderness, brother. Where he encamped at the mountain of God, bruh. The mountain of God is Mount Sinai. That's what Moses and them was encamped at, which is also called Mount Horeb. It's used interchangeable. Mount Horeb and Mount Sinai is the same mountain. So he just said that his father-in-law came to him in the wilderness at the Mount of God, which is Mount Sinai, brother. So don't let nobody trick y'all to say that God ain't bringing us to no wilderness. He taking us to the continent of Africa where Ham at. Let me tell y'all something right now before I go. You don't have to believe me. Do your own homework. There's only one place he promised you safety. And I'm about to read it now. Listen to me again. There is only one place that he said out of his mouth that he's going to protect you for 1,260 days, and it's not Africa. Read it to him, KJ. Revelations 12. And let's see where he say he going to nourish you at. Where is he going to nourish you? Let's see. The child of Yah for life. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for food when the Lord telling you he bringing you to Mount Sinai. We still worrying about Egypt. Man, we ain't going back to no Egypt, man. He going to deliver all our people out of the continent of Africa. From beyond the rivers of Cush, my daughters, should bring my supplement. My daughter should bring my offering from beyond the rivers of Cush. They coming out of South Africa. They coming out of West Africa. They coming out of North Africa. All our people going to be gathered out of the continent of Africa. All the 10 tribes of Israel, the northern kingdom, going to be gathered out of the continent of Africa. And they going to come back home to their land. Judah going to Zion and Jerusalem. Asher going to Asher. Manasseh going to the east of the Jordan River where him, Gad, and Reuben was dwelling at by the Arnon River. Benjamin got his land by Judah. Simeon had his land within the borders of Judah. Then we got Ephraim had his land. Then Manasseh was also dwelling west of the Jordan River because they received a double portion from God. Knowledge. We going home, family. We not staying in Egypt. We coming out of Egypt. We not staying in Ethiopia. We coming out of Ethiopia. He gonna gather you from beyond the rivers of Cush. This is all knowledge, man. See, boy, when you love the word, boy, it need to show in you. All that talking, yeah, it sound good. It make it seem real, but I don't see it in you. I need to see it in you. I hear it, but I don't see it. Revelations 12 and verse 6, man. Let me show y'all that he only promised you protection in one place. While everybody telling you to flee here, flee there, go there in the time of the great tribulation. Oh, flee at this place, go to this place. Okay, here you go right here. Revelations 12 and verse 6. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there. No, go to Egypt. That they should feed her there for 1,260 days. How long is that, family? 3.5 years. That's how long this thing gonna last, family, for 3.5 years. He gonna feed you in the wilderness. Where's the wilderness? Mount Sinai. That's the wilderness. That's the desert that's gonna blossom as a rose. That's it, family. Keep your hand on the swivel. Don't let nobody deceive you. Yeah, it sounds good what they saying, but can they prove it out the Bible? That's what you need to ask them. Prove it out the Bible. Yeah, it sounds good what you saying, but prove it out the Bible, brother. Look out for the appointed time when you see the abomination of desolation. That's the main sign you need to pay attention to. The abomination of desolation. When the Pope, the son of perdition, man of sin, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, then should that wicked be revealed. He gonna sit in that temple they gonna build, and it is called the abomination of desolation. And it's gonna kick off great tribulation, man. The Bible say, man, listen to this, family, and then I'm gone. The Bible said that he is going to kill wonderfully. Man, how you kill somebody wonderfully? The Bible say that this man is going to kill wonderfully. How do you kill wonderfully, fam? That's a lot of killing. That's a lot of slaughter, man. Whole lot of slaughter, boy. All right, family, I'm gone, man. And Oracle, people got to understand this too, Oracle, that Egypt is also used as bondage. So when he talk about Egypt, it's not always talking about a physical location. It can also be talking about a state of condition, bondage. So a lot of time when he's talking about Egypt, he's talking about synonymous with bondage. My beloved sister, Essential Growth, said that the Testament of Simeon, 6:4, the land of Ham shall be wanting, and all that people shall perish. Then the whole earth should be at rest from trouble, and everything under heaven should be free from war. Y'all heard that? It's my sister right there, sword swinger. She say Ham should be wanted, and all the people should perish. But why you want to go back to Ham land? People gonna perish. That ain't the place of safety, fam. If I was you, you travel where you want to, you live where you want, but don't think that's the place of safety. I just read to you where he gonna nourish you and protect you and feed you. It's called the wilderness, which I know is Mount Sinai, because I just read it in Exodus chapter 18. The same place that Jethro brought Moses' children and his wife, he called it the wilderness, which is the Mount of God. That's the wilderness, family. That's where we got to get to. That's where he's going to feed us there and protect us. But the rest of our brothers and sisters who say, I'm not going nowhere, well, we'll just see you in Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 32 to 38, when he gathered the rest of our people after the great tribulation. We'll see you then. But a lot of us trying to get there. A lot of us trying to get there. I'm trying to tell you, positive vibes. Nobody don't want to believe us. We are in spiritual Egypt right now. That's why we keep telling people we're in bondage, which is spiritual Egypt. Because America is not Egypt, but this spiritual Egypt. Look at America. They got that big old tall thing that they had in Egypt. I forgot the name of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, it kind of look like a pyramid. It's real tall. At the top, look like a pyramid. That come from Egypt. Look at the back of a dollar bill. That's spiritual Egypt, man. Here in America, spiritual Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah. Just like Vatican City, Sodom and Gomorrah. All they do is touch little boys. No, they sick. And they don't desire women. So who was Paul talking about when he say the mystery of iniquity out already at work, and they don't desire women and they abstain from meat? That's Vatican City, man. The Pope don't desire women and they abstain from meat, but they'll let you eat a little fish on Lent. It's called Lent. They'll let you eat a little fish. Thank you. Thank you, Essential Growth. I'm telling you, man, she's a sword swinger, like her brother KJ. Hosea chapter 2, verse 14. Therefore, behold, I will allure her and bring her into the wilderness and speak comfortable to her. That's the wilderness, Mount Sinai. The Lord ain't doing nothing different. He taking us to the same place he took our fathers. And he going to plead with us face to face. He going to plead with us face to face, family. So within that wilderness, it's a desert, though. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all this. Let me show you it's a desert. Okay, here you go. Let me open up my window. This is Mount Sinai right here, but this the desert part of it. Don't this look like a desert, man? Like, come on, man. Like, you know, I don't understand why people just don't want to believe. Look at this. It's the desert, man. It's a desert. This is in the area of Mount Sinai. This is a desert. He's going to cause all this to turn to grass and trees and springs of water and pools of water, rivers of water. He's going to do this for us, man. This is a desert. This is also called the wilderness of Sinai. This is where he's going to bring his people again. Like he brought the children of Israel out of Egypt. Where did he bring them? To Mount Sinai. Where he going to bring us? To the mountain of God again in the wilderness, which is Mount Sinai. You're not going right home. We got to be purged first. He got to pass you under the rod. Like he did when they came out of Egypt. He had to purge them first. He going to purge us again. So we ain't going straight home. We got to pass under the rod. Then we can go home. There you go. Purge the rebels. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 32 to 38. Purge out the rebels in verse 38. He said he going to purge out the rebels and them that transgress against me. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 32 to 38. I'm going to purge out the rebels from among you and them that transgress against me, and they should not enter into the land of Israel. So PA, thank you for that, because that is absolutely how it's going to happen. He going to purge out the rebels. So all Israel going to be saved, but all Israel ain't going to make it out the wilderness. All right, man. I love y'all with the pure heart family. I pray somebody got some understanding. Oh, thank you. Thank you, PA and Oracle. The obelisk. Whatever that thing is. Obelisk. Yeah, that big old tall thing, the obelisk. That's what I'm talking about. So y'all, like I said before, we did the calculation of the 2,300 days. Be looking out for the abomination of desolation and keep your eyes on the Jewish people. Because one day, they will reveal that temple. They are waiting on their Messiah. But the man that they are waiting on is not their Messiah. It is Satan's son, son of perdition. It is Satan's little boy, son of perdition. And he's going to cause the abomination of desolation, and he's going to kill and destroy wonderfully. And when he have scattered the power of the holy and mighty people, Christ say it should be finished. It should be finished, family. And then our king is coming. And he gonna gather us from the four winds of heaven. So I say big salute to you all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Thank you, Miss Bithiah Israel, for asking me to do this. And I wanted to just show the calculation because I didn't want, this to be long. Look at Oracle. She trying to be funny. She always trying to be funny. Now, Brian, if you go to Exodus 18, my brother, he called the mountain of God a wilderness. He wasn't talking about Egypt or Assyria. We're not going back to Egypt, so my mind not even focused on that. Our ancestors coming out of Assyria, so I'm not even focused on that. I'm focused on Mount Sinai. I'm trying to show my people where to go to when great tribulation happens. Don't be afraid, family. Get on the plane or get on the boat. If your hands is clean, you walking in the fruits of the spirit, your mind is right towards Yah, you don't think he gonna have favor on you? Did not the Bible say he opened up the earth's mouth and swallowed up the flood that Satan cast out of his mouth? What that's telling you? You don't need no passport, man. He helped the woman get to the wilderness. He got you. You just got to have faith. You got to believe. You have to believe. Don't let nobody lie to you talking about, you better not try to get up out of America and flee. Man, don't listen to them. When you see that abomination of desolation, that's the first thing you need to be thinking about is fleeing. Don't think you have to stay here because they want to stay here. And don't wait for your family. If they don't want to go, you go. Don't let nobody cause you to get put to death. Because while you trying to pull them along, they pulling you down. Now, both of y'all dead. Both of y'all dead. So be careful, man. Be careful. Yeah, I'm trying, my brother Tim. I'm trying, brother. Brother Byron, I'm not asking for the scripture, brother, that you wrong. I'm telling you, I'm not worrying about Egypt, brother. So if you say that you can prove that Egypt is a wilderness, brother, that's not my contention. If you can prove Assyria is a wilderness, brother, we talking about Mount Sinai. That's the wilderness where we trying to get to. We ain't worrying about no Egypt, brother. We ain't worrying about no Assyria. We talking about the mountain of God, brother. We talking about the place that's going to blossom as a rose. He ain't doing that in Egypt. He ain't doing that in Assyria. He doing that at Mount Sinai, the wilderness, brother, the desert. That's going to blossom as a rose. Not Egypt, brother. And PA, look at it like this. Look at it like this. If it's going to be great tribulation and all hell is going to break loose and it's going to be like World War. Hey, let me see. You're going to be chaos. Everybody going to be trying to get on planes. Everybody going to be trying to flee somewhere they can find some safety. Everybody going to be trying to get on boats. All we have to do is have faith and just stand still and go where we need to go when it's time to go. We don't need to wait for nobody. We don't need to look back to our house to go try to grab something. We need to already be ready to go because he's going to feed you in the wilderness, family. You don't need nothing. He going to protect you and nourish you and sustain you and feed you and feed you. Yeah, y'all said not to return to Egypt. That's what I'm saying. We ain't going back to no Egypt. We dwelt in the land of Ham, like my sister just put. We sojourned in the land of Ham. We ain't going back in no Egypt, man. We not being gathered to Ham's land. We being gathered to Mount Sinai, and then from Mount Sinai, we going home. All the 12 tribes are going to get their land back. All the land that these people have made into a national park, then trotting our land underfoot, we're going to get all our inheritance back. Every tribe going to get their land back. We're going to be blessed. We never going to captivity again. We're going to have cattle. We're going to have vineyards. We're going to have all type of beautiful things surrounding us, man. We not going to want for nothing. He said, I'm going to bless you and give you abundance of peace. So now we going to really know what peace look like, family. We going to know what it really feel like to be in the presence of one another, and there's nothing but love flowing in the air. It won't be no more fight. It won't be no more animosity and malice and hatred, backbite. No, we getting rid of all that. Yeah. Absolutely, brother. We said that already, that we are gathered in spiritual Egypt. Absolutely, Brian. We said that. Today we are scattered into, we said that, brother. We know that. We got you. We got you, brother Brian. We know we scattered into spiritual Egypt and also spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. So yeah, we ain't denying that at all. My sister didn't already, PA didn't already said this is spiritual Egypt. And she's absolutely correct. We can look at the dollar bill and tell us that this is spiritual Egypt. But what we talking about when we get ready to go back home, we ain't going back to no Egypt. We're going back to Mount Zion. Christ say, my people, when he gather us and take us to the wilderness and plead with us for 3.5 years, he say, we going back to Zion. And he going to rejoice in his people. See, our king going to be in the midst of us. If they're the real people of the book, where's their king? Where's Christ? I thought the earth supposed to be at peace. I thought nation don't supposed to learn war no more. Why are they still fighting over there? I thought they was the real people of the book. Why are they still fighting over land? Where's the Messiah? Where's their king? Because they ain't the people of the book, man. They some imposters. Revelations 2:9-3:9. Synagogue of Satan. That's Satan's children over there. That's his babies. They don't worship God. They don't believe in Christ. Go read the Talmud. They say Christ is burning in hot semen. These are not the people of the book. Egypt is bondage. My brother Tim said, imagine the singing we gonna hear, bro. The feast we gonna have. We gonna eat and praise in the presence of a real king. Tim, talk that talk, brother. Talk that talk, Tim. Patrice Brown, Shalom, my sister. My beloved sister Bithiah Israel said, I believe that exactly what KJ said. And I'm not in a hurry, but I want to see him face to face. I'm trying to tell you. Bithiah Israel. That's what we living for. We walking right because we want to see our king face. We ain't walking in no malice. We don't got time for foolishness. We don't got time to be hate. I don't got no hate. I don't got no malice. I don't hate my people. I love Israel. I'm going to encourage Israel. If you want to be evil and wicked, and if you want to walk in the fruits of darkness, stay away from me, dog, please. I'm not on that time. Why I'm going to beat my people down when the world already beat them down? Why I'm going to discourage them when the world already didn't discourage them? Haven't we been through enough that y'all still want to disrespect your people? We haven't been through enough. You ain't tired? You ain't tired, Negro? You just have no respect in you, huh? You are not tired, huh? You can't give your people no respect, huh? It just got to be disrespect after disrespect. Why, man? What do you get out of that? What do y'all get out of disrespecting your brothers and sisters? I want to know. Do it make you feel good? It make you feel like a man and a woman? The way y'all talk about people? You're causing people to go back into the world, man. That blood is on y'all hands. Now you got people don't even want to be called Israel no more. Because some of y'all that made the awakening just, I don't even know what to say, man. You got people don't even take this serious. You got people laughing at like we a laughing stock or something. Because of the doctrine that's being spread, man, people be laughing. Like, man, they can't be the people of God. Then y'all giving us a bad name because when they see y'all telling us that we supposed to love each other and we supposed to love my neighbor as myself. But then when I see y'all beating each other up on the street corner. Beating each other up, dog. I mean, really throwing blows and chairs and knocking things over. pinning your brother down like, man, what's going on, family? What is going on? Whew. I gotta go, man. I love y'all, family. I really do. I don't want this to drag on. But Miss Bithiah Israel, I pray you got some understanding, my beloved sister. I pray this help you. And that's the 2,300 days. But remember, Miss Bithiah, within that 2,300 days, all that what we named today and showed is going to happen within that 2,300 days. But inside of it, blesses he or she that make it to the 1335, my sister. Whoever make it to the 1335, you bless. You are blessed because you're going to see the king. Thank y'all. And big salute.
If I had to look you in the eyes, I don't think I could handle it. Tryna ask for it. It's not about me or my pride. I'm just tryna abandon it. Can't take a risk. Hands and knees shaking, voice nearly breaking, calling out your name. You know my heart and it's tearing me apart. I just hope you understand. Gotta fight myself each and every day. I keep getting in my own way. So if I fall before I'm taken, will you pick me up and tell me you gon' make it out? Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. You gon' make it out. Father, Father, can you please forgive me? I ain't been my best. Father, please forgive me. Abba, can you heal my spirit? I'm in need of Abba, I know that I'm scandalous. Handle this, been hurting you, still I'm blessed. Time for strength. I'm done looking back, that's my old ways. I'll be moving on like a drag race. Take my hand, show me where the pathway. Fight myself each and every day. I keep getting in my own way. So if I fall before I'm taken, will you pick me up and tell me you gon' make it out? Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. You gon' make it out. Yeah, you gon' make it out. Father, can you please forgive me? You gon' make it out. Can you heal my spirit? You gon' make it out. 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 You gon' make it out.
And Miss Bithiah Israel, you're absolutely correct, my sister. The animals won't be wild anymore. Once we go back home, he's gonna make peace with the animals. And we're gonna be able to rub on a lion, play with it like a little bitty cat. All the animals, they won't be destroying or doing nothing in his holy mountain. So the animals will return back to how they was in the time of Adam. The lion gonna eat grass like an ox. He won't be attacking the the little sheep. He won't be attacking the hyena. So those days are going back. But it's only gonna happen when we go back home because we are the true people of the book. If you ever notice before I go, the reason why the world is in chaos, because the true children of Israel is not back home yet. A lot of people reject you. A lot of people look past you. Nobody want to acknowledge who you are. But Yah is going to make them acknowledge who you are because he said they are going to bow before you and acknowledge that you are the children of the Most High Yah and Yahshua HaMashiach. So we don't got to worry about it, making heathens kiss our feet and making them bow down. We ain't got to force nothing. Yahshua is going to make them all bow down and acknowledge that you are the children of the living Elohim. So like I said before, family, Israel, we rising up, family. I surely appreciate it, my sister Patrice Brown. Thank you for the encouragement, my sister. And in the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lions Den with the CUC family. Big salute to my brother Short Sham. Big salute to my elders at Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. And now all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Let's get it. Israel, look up, family, because your redemption draw nigh. And your brother K. Judah want to say, Shalom. You know I'm bad, you know it.